Sunlight spills on the kitchen floor. Steam from the kettle begins to soar. Cinnamon whispers through the air. Pumpkin and coffee everywhere. Golden autumn morning, slow and sweet. Leaves are dancing down the street. Every breath feels calm and new. The world turns gold, and so do you. Wooden spoons and laughter hum. Sugar melts and the seasons come. Warmth in the oven, hearts awake. Peace in the scent that pumpkins make. Golden autumn morning, soft and true. A quiet song the daylight knew. Every note feels brushed in hue. The world turns gold, and so do you. Let the day pour like honey slow. Maple skies in an amber glow. No need for words. Moment sings in every crumb that comfort brings. Golden autumn morning, still and kind. Leave all the rush and noise behind. Coffee, pumpkin, skies of blue. The world turns gold, and so do you. feels heavier without you in. Every chord I strike cries your name. Stars fell out, the moon turned gray. The wind keeps whispering your name my way. I counted the hours, I folded the time, but nothing brings you back to mine. Still see your friends from time to time. They say you are doing fine. I smile and hold my breath and count to 10. Wish I could say the same. Wish I could say the same. But I've been sleeping with the light on dim. The dark feels heavier without you in. Every chord I strike cries your name. Won't you come back? Steam rising in the morning light. Coffee cup stacked, the day feels right. Pumpkin spice drifting through the air. Woolen socks and cushions everywhere. We're warm inside while the leaves all fall. Fireplace crackles with a gentle crack. The world slows down in an amber tide. Autumn surrounds us. We're warm inside. Cats curl up where the sunlight lands. Pages turn slowly and resting.
outside while the leaves all fall. Fireplace crackles with a gentle call. The world slows down in an amber tide. Autumn surrounds us, we're warm inside. Coffee's cooling but the heart stays bright. Home feels closer on an autumn night. Wrapped in moments we don't need to hide. Forever and always warm inside.
on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time. Driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty. Sound of a kiss we stole from the night. The soft rushing hearts of love at first sight. Perfume is drifting in the cool breeze. Dance of two hands, eager to meet. A kiss and two heartbeats ring out on the street. These kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. They're watered with tears and bloom in the night. Kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. And how to lie, and how to lie, and how to lie, oh no. How to lie,
So let's take a step in this first dance of kisses and heartbeats, embracing by chance. Because maybe fate is too much of the world, just two random passengers caught in a whirl. A kiss and two heartbeats entwined in a curve. 'Cause kisses and heartbeats don't know how to lie. They're watered with tears and bloom in the night. Kisses and heartbeats don't